folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahboob Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about loving someone. Now, in our life, there's always someone that we're drawn to, we're attracted by, we're inspired by, someone who we look up to. And this happens in so many different areas and aspects of our life, from people who we meet on a day-to-day basis, people who we see on television, and especially our nearest, dearest loved one. Now check this out, people. Love manifests in two ways. Check this out. As much as love you can have for a person, that's as much as hate you could have for that person. Especially if you're in a relationship for a long time and you don't work at it, your love will deteriorate and your hate will increase. Because you start having resentment, you start having bitter, ill feelings for one another. You start getting frustrated with one another. Now, we don't want to go down that route now, do we, people? Now, hence, check this out. It's obvious, the more you know someone, the more you like that person. And the more you, on the flip side, the more you know someone, the more you can hate that person equally. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, because this happens in a relationship. A relationship is all about trying to win each other's hearts over for the positive, so the love can increase. And the way to do that is to know your spouse. On the outset, you can know general things about your spouse, but check this out. This is when you really know your spouse. When they turn to you for the smallest of things, when they ask you for favors, when they ask you for something. How are you going to respond? How are you going to react? Because every single time, big, major or minor reaction piles up to a negative reference to your partner. Yes, that's right, people. I'll give you an instance. Say, for example, your partner wants to talk to you and you're busy doing something. That's reference number one, because you just disregarded them. Reference number two. They're talking to you and you're raising your voice. You don't like what you're hearing. That's reference two. And we do this in so many different ways. Our partner can come to us. Our partner may want to speak to us, turn to us, and we just brush them off. We fail to realize, we fail to understand that person a lot more better. And these are the sort of things that can spoil and break down a relationship if you're not mindful of these things. And it's all about trying to get to know more and more about your spouse. Things that bother them, how can you reassure them? Things that they don't like, so you don't end up offending them. It's all about research. It's all about trying to understand one another. Help each other grow. And the way to do that is to know more about that person. I'll tell you what. When you know someone, it shows that you care. It shows that you listen. It shows that you understand that person. Hence, these are the sort of things that draws the hearts closer together. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. I'll give you another example. A child turns to the mother or to the father. It wants something. It wants that attention. You don't give it that attention because you're too caught up doing your things. You fail to know more about that child. You fail to know what's bothering them. Because if you don't find out what's bothering your spouse or your nearest loved one, then you've lost a relationship. And when you lose a relationship, that's when it all breaks down. This is what I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. It's all about knowing someone. Try to find out as much information as possible in terms of what bothers them, what angers them, what makes them happy, what are they drawn to, what are they attracted by, what are they inspired by. Share their passions, share their enthusiasm, help them grow in so many different ways. These are the sort of things that help elevate and excel a relationship to success. That's what it's about, people. And if you fail to acknowledge this, and if you fail to not know this, then you have failed in your relationship, because you cannot help your spouse. You cannot help each other, because you have failed to know, to understand, hence you have failed to grow. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. Pay attention to the little intricate details in your relationship, especially when your spouse is trying to say something to you or wants your attention, because through giving attention, that's where you will get to know someone better. You're giving them that time of day to speak, to open up themselves, to find out what's bothering them. So be mindful. Give that attention, especially if you're distracted by doing something. It's not about giving long, lengthy attentions. No, it's all about giving moments. Are you able to sacrifice that little moment? And the time, it's all up to you. You can give them a minute, you can give them 2 minutes, you can give them half an hour, a whole day. I don't know. It's each to their own. If you have that sort of time and commitment and sacrifice, then do it. But be consistent at it. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. It's all about giving that attention to that individual, to that person who is nearest, dearest to you. The funny thing is, it just occurred to me just now. We're quick to give people from outside of our relationship attention, whether it be at work, whether it be in a social gathering, whether it be with our friends. But when it comes down to our own relationship, why don't we have the time of day for them? What's happening there, people? They're the first ones that deserve your attention from the outsiders. That's the thing I thought I might bring to your attention. Be mindful about who you choose to give your attention to, because you may be neglectful of the one who is nearest, dearest to you. I hope that's been insightful. Until then, keep tuning in for more up-and-coming materials, talks and speeches. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.